I want to talk to the adult child who is lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, asking themselves if they made the right decision, the one who dropped their parent off at a memory care facility, drove home, and cried the entire way. The one who keeps replaying that moment at the door, wondering if their parent was scared, wondering if they felt abandoned, wondering if they will ever forgive themselves. I need you to hear what I'm about to say, because I have been on the other side of that door, and what I saw is not what you are imagining. My name is Julie, and prior to my corporate career, I spent years working inside a memory care facility. I was not an observer. I was not visiting. I was there every single day. I sat with the patients during meals. I held their hands during the hard moments. I watched them laugh and tell stories and light up when a familiar song came on. And I watched the families. I watched them walk in with guilt written all over their faces, apologizing, over-explaining, desperately searching for signs that they had done the right thing. I created The Caring Daughter because those families deserved to know the truth. And today, that is exactly what I am going to give you. I want to tell you something that I have never seen another channel say out loud. The people who work in memory care. They truly care deeply for their patients. I know that might sound surprising, but it is the truth. When you spend every single day with someone, when you learn how they take their coffee, when you know which songs make them smile and which memories still make them light up, you cannot help but genuinely care for them. We knew their stories. We knew who they had been before the disease. We knew about their children and their grandchildren and the life they had built. Your parent was not just a patient to us. They were someone we genuinely looked forward to seeing every single day. I remember walking in on a morning shift, and one of the residents, a woman who rarely spoke anymore, reached out and held my hand as I passed her chair. She did not say anything. She just held on. And I sat down next to her and held on right back. That is what memory care looks like from the inside. Not cold, not clinical, not a place where people are forgotten. A place where people are known and cared for and loved, even on the days they cannot remember your name. I know one of the things families fear most is imagining their parent sitting alone, confused, unhappy. So let me tell you what the days actually look like. There was music, almost always music, because music reaches parts of the brain that dementia cannot touch. I have watched residents who had not spoken clearly in months sing every single word of a song from their childhood perfectly. Without missing a beat, there were routines that brought comfort, familiar faces, staff who greeted them by name every single morning. There was laughter, genuine laughter, more than most people would expect. And yes, there were hard days too. I will not pretend otherwise. There were moments of confusion and fear and sadness. But here is what I need you to understand. Those hard moments happened regardless of where your parent was. Dementia brings those moments, not the facility. What the facility gave them was someone trained to handle those moments with patience and skill and compassion. Someone who did not panic. Someone who knew exactly how to bring them back to a place of calm and safety. That is not something guilt should take away from you. That is something you gave them. In all my years working in memory care, there were things I heard families say over and over again that they wished they had known sooner. The first was this: visit often, but do not feel guilty when visits are hard. Sometimes your parent will not recognize you. Sometimes they will be confused or upset, and you will walk out feeling like the visit made things worse. It did not. Your presence matters even when they cannot show it, even when they do not know your name. Some part of them feels the love in the room. I watched it happen every single day. The second thing families wish they had known is to talk to the staff, not just the doctors and the administrators, the aides, the people who are with your parent every single day. They know things about your loved one that no chart will ever capture. Build that relationship. Ask them how your parent is really doing. They will tell you things that will bring you more peace than any medical report ever could. And the third thing, give yourself permission to also live your life. Your parent would not want their illness to be the end of yours. The greatest gift you can give them is showing up as a whole person, not a hollow shell of someone who gave everything until there was nothing left. If you placed your parent in memory care, or if you are standing at the edge of that decision right now, I want you to know something from someone who was on the other side of that door. They were loved, not just by you, but by the people whose entire purpose was to show up for them every single day. You did not abandon them. You loved them enough to give them more than you alone could provide. And that is everything. If this video brought you any peace today, please subscribe to The Caring Daughter, because every single week I am here with the honest conversations that families navigating this journey deserve to have. Leave a comment below and tell me how you are doing, not just what question you have, but how you are actually doing. Because this community sees you, and you do not have to carry this alone. You are a good son. You are a good daughter. You are a good caregiver. You are doing the best you can with one of the hardest things a person can face. But before I let you go, I want to give you something practical to carry with you, because I know that peace of mind does not just come from feeling better in the moment. It comes from knowing what to do next. So here are 3 things I want you to do this week. The first one is simple, but it is powerful. Next time you visit, do not walk in with an agenda. Do not arrive with a list of things to discuss or decisions to make or problems to solve. Just arrive. Sit next to them. Hold their hand. Put on a song from their era and just be present in that room with them. You will be amazed what happens when you stop trying to fix something and simply show up to be with someone. The second thing I want you to do, introduce yourself to one staff member you have never spoken to before. Not the director, not the nurse manager, the aide who helps your parent get dressed in the morning, the person who sits with them at meals, the one who knows which chair they prefer and what makes them laugh. Ask them one question, just one. What does my mom enjoy most during the day? That answer will stay with you. I promise you that. And the third thing, do something kind for yourself this week. Not productive, not responsible, not something you have been putting off. Something kind, a walk, a meal you love, an hour of complete quiet. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and the person in that memory care facility needs you to still be standing, not just surviving, but actually living. Because loving someone through dementia is one of the longest and most exhausting marathons a human being can run. And you need to take care of the person running it. That person is you.